So this question is really complicated, so please just bear with me, alright? So growing up, I always felt masculine. I always felt like I was meant to be a boy. I had masculine characteristics and all these things. I felt like I was a boy trapped in a girl's body from a very young age. So when I transitioned, when I started taking hormones, the goal, the whole reason somebody transitions is because either their brain doesn't match their body or they feel like the opposite gender or whatever. I'll talk about that on YouTube. But anyways, for me, I felt like a man trapped in a woman's body and I didn't know what to do, right? So I started to transition, and when I took the hormones, the whole goal was to make my outer appearance look like a man so that the outside matched the way I felt on the inside. I hope that makes sense. Now, I was taking hormones for 2 years of my life, okay? I grew a beard, I was very buff, very muscular, facial hair, body hair, like it was a lot, okay? But even though I looked more masculine, I didn't feel like a real man. Why? Because I was always competing with the cisgender men, alright? I didn't have any surgeries by the grace of God, so I would look down at my body and I would still see female parts there, so that was another thing. But even if I did have the surgeries, I knew the truth. Deep down, I knew that even if I did have the surgeries, there would always be a constant reminder in my life that I wasn't a real man. I would be stabbing myself for the rest of my life with hormones. Even if I had the surgeries, there would be scars. Even if I had bottom surgery, I wouldn't be able to produce sperm naturally. Like, I wouldn't be able to do what real men could do, and I knew that. So I knew that I would be miserable for the rest of my life, and I tell people this all the time. It didn't matter whether I was a man or a woman, I still had the same issues. I was still depressed, still suicidal, still anxious, still broken, still didn't want to live. Nothing changed except for my body. You feel me? Now, when I detransitioned and I got off the hormones, there was a process, okay? Obviously, the hormones needed to wear off and my body started going back to a female. I didn't take any medication to go back. I let God do it naturally, okay? Now, the question you said was, do you feel 100% like a girl now? To be honest with you, I don't know what it means to be a woman. For 16 years, ever since I was 4, up until recently, I was a lesbian. I was a stud, and then I was transgender. I was always masculine. I was always the male role, and then I wanted to be a man, you know? So I don't know what it means to be a woman, but I know that God is showing me. As I'm walking with Him, He's showing me. But do I feel comfortable in my female body? Yes, 100%. I never thought I would, but yes. I don't desire to be a man. I have no sexual desire for women. Jesus literally delivered me.